Hi there, I am Laura.
And I'm Kalango.
And welcome to Mosh Pit Banter. We're here with the awesome Jason and Marcelo from Uragh. How are you guys today?
Not too bad at all.
Living the dream.
Yeah, living the dream. Exciting times.
Coming out on a hot, sweaty weekend afternoon day to talk to us. We're very happy to have you here.
It's nice and airy in here.
If you say so. We'll be all sweating later on.
Plenty of ventilation.
We are trying. The windows and the doors are open, but we might look sweaty in a while. So, that's all part of the fun.
New for me.
That's very true as a drummer. That's not very new for you.
Not even drumming.
You're just a sweaty person in general.
Yeah. I just sweat a lot.
I mean, it wasn't the starting point I was going to go for. I was going to go the more professional outlook of, you guys are one of the greatest, most professional bands we've seen in a long time. But we'll start with sweaty drummers. I'm interested, way more interested in that.
Well, look, I've got all the glands. They're all there, and they're ready to work. Yeah.
I trust that. I absolutely believe that. But genuinely, it is a genuine point for Kalango and I. We have been impressed with you guys since day one, and you've done so much in such a short space of time. Including Wacken. So we have a lot to talk about with these guys today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think it was Laura actually sent me your link and everything. I think she went to one of your gigs.
I did.
And then we went to their gig on Grand Social, I think.
Yeah, that was the first time you'd seen them.
Yeah, that was the first time I saw you guys, and I was like really, really amazed. And then looking on the internet, checking YouTube and everything, and it's to me, you guys seem so like professional, so like on point. And only recently I realized the band is fairly recent, right? It's not going for 10 years or something like that. No. Just I think it was before COVID.
After
COVID.
Post COVID,
yeah. So
that's when things open back up again.
Yeah, literally.
What do you think? What do you think it gives us this idea of like being a fucking tight band and put together? And what's the difference? What different things you've done to cut through the noise and like show yourself like a big fucking band? And because we are addressing the Irish scene in general, what kind of advice you can give to the other bands? How can they up their game?
Well, it's a bit of it was luck really, because we just happened to find each other, and we have similar kind of tastes in bands, and
but I do think that at least like the three of us, you, Craig, and myself, we played in bands before, right? Here in the Irish scene, so this was kind of a learning process for us. And Seb, he played back in Germany in other bands also, so this gave us like a common ground, because it's very hard for you to just come and start from a band and
it's not an easy thing to do.
Things, you always bring some baggage from the learnings from previous bands, like to that in the new bands, right? But as Jay was saying, it was kind of lucky also that we just decided to let's start this. Both of us were actually the first members of Uragh.
Yeah. How long were you looking before you found me?
Not much, I started looking, actually, it was the end of 2021, in November or December. Then we spoke in December. And then in January we met. Because our plan was always, let's start building slowly, find the members, right? This was me, basically.
Get the right people,
Then I found Jason. Exactly. And then was like, my rough plan is not like I'm a planner, but I was like, all right, let's start small. Yeah. Then I found Jay. Then we got to know each other. We spoke, and then we jammed, just the two of us. We can talk about this later. But once we saw that we're a good fit, then I saw, just let me find bassist or vocal.
Yeah, well, let's get the next pieces. Yeah,
exactly. And then I found Seb, Seb found me. We got it. Yeah. And then I left an ad on Gumtree, and then he answered. And
wow.
And then same drill. We went for a pint. We spoke about a little bit, did a rehearsal. I talked to Jason. Let's try this guy. We tried.
And first time for everyone.
And then And then we
took a bit longer to find Craig, didn't it?
Yeah, but we also we're not looking, right? We were just like the three of us. Then we said, okay,
doing
let's
the instrumentals, like,
exactly,
getting them tight before we.
And then for Craig it was a little bit harder because I found him earlier than he answered us, you know. So I found him maybe March or something, 2022, and I wrote him, but
he
never
was
replied.
ghosting you for a bit. And
Yes,
then...
exactly. Yes, he was.
I mean, I've
ghosting
got
me.
so many questions on the back of this. It feels like the ultimate dating story, and I can't wait to
Yes,
hear
yes.
more.
Yeah, it's all. I would say that it's kind of a love story on this kind of things.
Yeah.
You have a stalker,
He's
right?
not
Like
a big.
me.
He's just not a big social media.
No, that's
guy.
a particular movie. I think that one is.
Oh yeah. But yeah, then Craig like finally answered back. You know, I sent him some demos.
That's
and
what
then he
done it.
listened. Yeah, exactly.
When he sent the demos, then he was interested.
He knew
But
you were
yeah,
serious.
He probably got a few because he was in a previous band, and they dissolved. So he was kind of idle, and I don't think he was thinking of particularly getting back into a band.
Yeah,
As far as I remember him telling me.
yeah, maybe. But this
But
brings
then
back
when he heard the demos, he's like, okay, yeah.
yeah,
I want that.
which is exactly what we were asking, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because for him was maybe the same perception as we're just saying, you know, the demos and the situation of the band back then caught his attention, saying, "Oh, this is kind of cutting through the noise," as you said, right? So this was very good, and then this is like kind of something that brought Craig in. And that was the same thing.
Well, look,
to know each other.
I always said it as well. It's great to be in a band that I'd actually listen to the music. You know, like it's like we really enjoy what we make. Like, and genuinely, if I wasn't in the band, I'd be a fan.
Yeah.
But it's just weird because
That's truly a love story. See,
I know, that's what I'm saying. But
I can't
like,
love myself.
Yeah.
That way.
so I found 3 other people who do love me. That's a very good story. But I think what's important though is the fact that the fact that you guys have clicked so much, and I've got a question on my list here for later on about that. Cool. Is that you went out there, you knew what you were looking for clearly, and you clearly knew when you found the right secret sauce. You know, you two met, you're like, bing, okay, we need this person. Ooh, I like that one, and you found, and like you say, hey, Craig. I mean, I've got to miss the boat, man. I mean, answer your DMs next time, okay? But you know what I mean? Imagine that you had to find someone else. I'm sure you probably kind of go, no, I can't imagine the band would be any different than the 4 of you.
No, yeah. But when you see Uragh or you having us here tonight, and you know everything that happened, how we sound and everything, this was not part of the plan back then, right? The part of the plan was the finding the sound together, right?
Yeah,
okay,
it was,
And
we were even thinking of getting some synths and all involved.
There was
all
some
sorts
keyboards,
of keyboards, right?
Yeah.
We were all a bit weird after COVID, don't worry.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's experimentation, right? Like you say, you're trying to find that sound.
Yeah.
And you have quite a unique sound, no?
Yeah. Maybe because we also have a unique experiences and unique influences, right? And this was also very mind-boggling because when we met, like Jason and I, we have like a very similar taste in music. And for me, it was kind of since the beginning, before finding Jay, I was always thinking it's going to be hard to find someone that likes everything, because there's a whole path and a whole story to get to this. And he was like the same,
Instantly.
Yeah, instantly.
That was great.
So this was very good.
Yeah, definitely too. Yeah.
Well, that's even to your question there, Clango, around, how do you cut through the noise? It's almost like that playlist might have been, unless you like all of these music, we're not talking to you. Do you know what I mean? It's like, these are our inspiration. These are the kind of bands that we enjoy. If you're not if you don't like all of these, you're out. Or maybe I'm being too tight, but you know what I mean? It's an interesting one, isn't it? How you can find, so you were so lucky to find each other.
Oh, we were. But it's not necessarily a strict thing that you have to.
I'm teasing about that, but I mean more that you are aligned so well.
Seb wouldn't have necessarily had the exact same.
Yeah.
We've shown each other different things as well, which is also nice.
Which is probably the evolution, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Despite the fact you converge and let's say Gojira and Deftones, I think System of a Down as well. You used to listen a lot to that early scene. Despite that fact, you also have people that are really into like different things. I think the vocalist is very much into like the Lamb of God and I think Whitechapel, something like that, and
Parkway
then
Drive.
Parkway Drive. Yeah,
He's a big OG metal.
And your bass player is big into like death and then so
death metal. And
you can see like you have also very like different background, not only country wise but also music wise. But you can also spot that in the music, like you have a great dynamic. It can go like really mellow, like Deftone chords and everything, and then just pure fucking chaos. And that's very interesting. And it's not, at least to me, that doesn't sound random. And even that, what's the name of that song? That 10-minute long song? Capside. Yeah. And it follows like a story. It's not random. It's like it's not like nonsense.
It's very intentional.
We tend to fill.
Yeah.
If it's a long song, you want it to be ebbing and flowing. You know, you want it to be a journey. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but this is what kind of brings you to like to this progressive like genre. You know, we don't call ourselves like progressive metal, but
we
as
could fall into that category.
Yeah, progressive metal. If you go and asking around, there'll be so many bands.
It's broad, yeah.
It's broad, yeah. It's just trying to do something a little bit outside the box or something.
And we talk to bands often about that, and it's kind of going, you know, where does the box boundary lie? You know what I mean? And it's kind of like, just like, dude, this is what our sound, this is how it came out, you know. And I think that's important for you guys, I think, especially in relation to all the conversation we've had, even just prior to this, about you just like this. This is how it sounds. You're going to put synth, and that could have been deadly. That could have been really floating your boat. Do you know what I mean? But you're willing to experiment, and you found that commonality as a quorum of 4 people. You know, which is
we did,
which is brilliant, because that's the hard part of going. We want to be this type of band, which is brilliant. If you want to know where you want to be, go for it. But if you're not quite sure, just do what you want, right? Like that's kind of the part of the conversation.
It should always be fun. It should always be fun.
That's the main goal. Yeah, and I think people can tell that. I think people there watching you play and perform and everything, like each one of you are really, really enjoying playing. Like it's not like sometimes you see bands that some musician will be like kind of bored on stage or pretending they're not that, but you guys, the four of you will be like, well, that's they're the real deal. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
I
think, and this is very important also, like to be enjoying yourself when you're doing music, you know, and we're very lucky on this as well. Keep going on the love story, right? We found like our ideal matches there. So we enjoy ourselves, like even beyond the stage and the rehearsals, you know, just go out and or after those gigs just to have some pints. And
we're proper mates, like become proper mates.
Just enjoy ourselves like a lot.
It was never an effort, like it was just
exactly.
This is
and was there one particular moment that really, that's the point where the band clicked? Like, because obviously your chemistry is a big part of what makes your music. It's really part what informs your, you know, enjoyment on the stage. But was there a particular moment in the time, because you haven't been together that long, where you went, this is it? Like it really, you know, was it Wacken? Was it the stress? Was it the fact, no, it was a song? Just as a band, you know,
as a band,
what made you click?
As like friends or
was there a moment in time where you were
like the first year of when we lost the final of Metal to the Masses, and I think that kind of gave us a lot of, that spurred me on anyway.
Maybe.
I felt like
maybe I could say on this question, maybe when we met Craig, we did a rehearse, then we went to pints after.
Oh yeah.
And I can say that is where we
clicked. That's earlier.
Craig, he was like very excited, and then he was very responsive. So he was like, you were sounding so tight and it was so good. And he had his little like notebook with like a lyrics, right? And then he was showing us, and you're just having a good time, you know. So if it is on this sense, there.
That's right. Yeah.
Maybe for playing. In
terms of gigs,
the gigs I would say maybe even our first gig, because I was kind of reticent.
Yeah,
you know, right? That the first gigs is always like something weird. You don't know what's going to happen.
I can imagine. Yeah, he would know more than me. I'm not the musician.
And it's kind of, and I remember so nervous.
Yeah,
and I play for such a long time. I played for nearly 20 years already.
Yeah,
but I was so nervous on our first gig there. And
where was that?
Fibbers,
for Metal to the Masses, you know.
Yeah. Oh, that was the first gig?
Yeah. First gig. And then I was like, what's going to happen, right?
The crowd reaction was
so good. And I was like, no, this is it, you know. We
played Medea Ma, I think.
And we played Destiny.
It's like the last track. Yeah. We still have the videos somewhere.
Yeah, it's there.
And that probably hits off something I think because obviously we do our little bit of research around I think I've read somewhere that song, Mudia is kind of like the embodiment of where you guys were at the time. Is that still fair to say now, looking back?
That was kind of, that was a special,
yeah.
That was
Thank
a special song. Especially when Craig threw the vocals on.
Yeah, when you say something also that Mudia is like, it's so dearly for us also, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. It's an emotional one. Like, I remember the first time we nailed it, or one of the first times we nailed it in the practice studio, and we were all like,
yes,
we felt the way, you know, maybe the crowd felt when they watched it for the first time, you know.
Yeah, maybe because
we were impressing ourselves, like, you know what I mean?
And then this guided our path, right? Because you're saying, which is there near the 10-minute song of us, right? And I was like, which one?
Yeah, which one?
Nearly far. But Mudia was the first one that we did, and that was the one because we had some other demos that we never like made it to EP or whatever. We're just trying out things, you know. And then Mudia we're like, okay, let's try this one out. And it was like a 10-minute song that was similar to Capsize, like ebbs and flows.
Yeah.
None of us were like, we're never gonna get this like 10 minutes song.
And I still remember in the first rehearsal that that you were like practicing by yourself, and then we came, okay, let's go there and try it out. And then you got like the whole crazy section like super tight. I was like, this is mine. I was like, and then Craig also, he looked to me. I was like, yeah, that's it, you know.
I don't remember
awesome.
that.
Yeah.
So this is very important for us at this song because it shows the path that we decided to follow. Then having like more 10-minute songs like Capsize or Regrowth was kind of no issue, you know, which can be kind of daunting for bands, you know, having like long songs.
And that's a hard one, isn't it? Like the long song, the short song. Because obviously if you're playing just live, then you've got an audience to kind of get involved. But if you're just making music for people to listen to, you kind of have a bit of a different
This is
flexibility.
a bit of an ongoing issue for us.
Oh, really?
We're getting half an hour sets and stuff. Like, you know, we can't really, you can play maybe 2.5 songs sometimes, maybe 3, maybe.
Yeah, Wacken was terrible because 20 minutes.
3 songs.
Yeah,
we
watched. Yeah. Because I was like, hang on, and we clocked the timing of the song, so we were like, right, okay, this is why. But let me rephrase that. He clocked.
Yeah.
Why are they only doing 3, man? He clocked.
Well, yeah, it's a quick set. It's a quick set, but it was amazing.
Go on.
Yeah, let's.
I always have 10,000 questions, so you know, if I take a space, you won't get any. So
No, just don't worry about that. Let's talk about about Metal for the Masses, right? And then you play. That was the first gig, and then you play Battle of the Bands, like the Wacken.
So it's a heat.
The Wacken,
And then you actually play in Wacken. So on those,
it was a weird one.
How did it feel to play in those like different contexts and then finally get to the I think that's the end goal for any metal musician, right? To play on that stage, and then you're fucking there, and you guys sounded
much better than that.
Tight as fuck.
Yeah.
I was telling her they could be like. They're on the same level there as any like headliners. It could be they could be playing like along Gojira or like Arch Enemy or anything like that. It was so fucking tight. The first time I listened to the live version of the Capsize. I can't remember names.
Okay,
scanned.
Yeah, it's fine.
And I was listening. I was at work. I hope Joe's not watching that right now. But I was at work and I was listening to, and it was so fucking tight. And I don't know how to say that, the showmanship, the ability to control the crowd. And I could actually visualize, even before I watched the video, I was just listening to that. And it was so tight and I was like, fuck. And the dynamics when the music like goes down and then there's the bass, the break, and then you pick up again, and your man will be like getting the people. Let's go, guys! That's the first bit of the song and everything. It's time.
He's got that
like,
little art he has. He's like a combination.
It was so fucking deadly. To me, it was 100% a professional band. That's why I was saying that. It surprised me the fact you guys are so new as a band. But yeah. I think now is your turn to talk.
I guess
But tell me how was the feeling? Because
yeah, thank you very much.
to me,
very nice, man.
like I'm also playing metal for 20 years, so I kind of like saw myself there on that stage, and I could hear the crowd and people like playing. So how does it feel to like accomplish that? I'll stop now.
Yeah, I mean, it's that's something I'll take, to my deathbed. You know what I mean? Really, not to be morbid, but it is. That's something I'll always remember.
100%.
The whole trip, just the playing part, but the whole experience of getting over there, we're being treated like rock stars and stuff like that.
Well, because you were on the bill. So as a non-musician in the room, that is what a rock star is. You get on that stage.
Ireland doesn't do that. Ireland doesn't take care of its the venues don't take care of their bands here, really. So it was very opposite experience for me in that. They really took care of as well.
To have these opportunities with like just like 3 years of the band or 2 or something. So coming back to this journey, right, from the metal to the masses, and this, we played twice the metal to the masses. In fact,
2 finals.
We reached both finals, and we're never like selected. So in the first one, we was just like our second year. So when we met, 2022, right, very January, we spent the whole year just rehearsing. So this was our main focus, right? And then we decided by the end of the year, let's go and play Metal to the Masses 2023, which we did. Was our first gig, and then we made all the hits into the final, and then we didn't make it, right? But we were like, oh yeah, okay, right? We literally had our first gig, like
we can accept that.
It would feel like weird, let's go to Bloodstock and play that,
But you got some compliments from the, how do you call, jury?
Judges.
The judges, the guy was like, well done, lads, something like that, right?
Yeah.
So even on your very first gig in a very competitive
you got
environment,
the final, like that was
really
competitive.
you really rock it, right?
Yeah.
True. 2 rounds, the final. So
but when we didn't get it, of course you're going to be upset, but this battle of bands is a weird thing, it's kind of competition within music, so it is weird, but still
it's kind of come down to someone's personal taste at the end of the day.
And we're like, it's not about this, but also it was a good experience for us. Then we kept the year going and decided let's play again in 2024, which we are once again.
That one hurt more for me.
A little bit
more. Now, Black Hole Divers, love the lads, well deserved, but I that one was like, I thought I was more.
Yeah, for that.
I'm just talking for myself.
No, but for that year we had our album, or Maelstrom, our debut album. So we are kind of planning ahead, thinking about the Metal to the Masses 2024 and reaching the finals and the album, So, and we were pushing a lot, right? We did like videos and PR and whatnot.
I was busy.
And we made it to the final, and was a very good final. All of the bands there played very well. When we were there, we were kind of confident, okay, maybe we're going to make it. But in the night, it was like everyone was super tight. Yeah. Everyone was super tight. So it was tricky.
I think we have maybe a thing as well. It's like, are we too weird? Are we too
yeah, but
that's for sure.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah. Exactly.
We don't know where we fit in on a bill. Kind of proggy bands like Gojira-ish bands, I guess, but that's kind of few and far between, really.
Yeah, we were thinking about this, but then we were kind of upset, but still. We just keep going. And then 1 month later, we got the invitation to go to the Wacken Metal Battle in Ireland.
And we didn't really think it was going ahead.
Yeah, really. And we're like, whatever.
Sure.
Right?
Wacken's in 2 months.
It was a great lineup once again, because you can say anything. In Ireland, there is a very good set of bands.
The talent is amazing.
Yes, exactly. And this one, we were selected, right? But still, it could be to any other band also.
And you were representing the Irish scene in Wacken with the t-shirts and everything. Each one of you.
Yeah, we noticed that.
Yes.
Representing Irish bands.
Yeah.
Well, like
this was something that we thought since the day that we won, right? Okay.
yeah, that was I wanted to do that. Yeah, that was consciously done.
We had to discuss to see who was going to wear
the
same band shirt, because we have.
Wish we had a few more bodies. Some
Actually, I did see some Uragh shirts in the pit at Wacken. Just saying, on the video, I've seen it.
Yeah, our friend, a couple
in
of
your
our
greeny
friends.
shirt.
Yeah,
I saw them.
That was.
No, because it was like impressive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and like we got a proper circle pit.
You did. As I was saying, watch it. It's on YouTube.
I have.
Yeah,
but I'll tell you. I'll tell these people.
But it's also because of like what I was saying, right? That they could have gone
the
either way
with the time.
Yes, exactly.
And we just got a good time slot as well.
Yeah.
People were 2:30. It's just look at the draw.
Sounds like we have a ghost here. That one could be a fun
agreed
one.
with that. Just a fan arriving.
It's just a fan. But so like after, I suppose, obviously getting caught up in the entire Wacken experience, but you were still, like you say, you'd released Maelstrom there, full album, like 9 songs, I think it is. And you were making music videos as well. Like you were totally staying busy. And again, we've talked about like kind of doing DIY style, where you're doing your own. And if I understand correctly, you filmed it, obviously leveraging everything you have. We talked about being on the beach, trying to kind of conceptually, and then you were editing everything yourselves as well and putting it together.
That's his
and well, I'll definitely ask you a little bit more about that because I hate editing. And A, and then B, but what kind of advice would you give to other bands in terms of thinking about, look, you can go full DIY and you can do a huge amount, but at the same time, you've got to learn a whole new skill set, which I'm still not enjoying about editing. You got to learn new skill sets. What advice would you give to bands in terms of go full DIY, just fucking learn it, suck it up, just get it done? Or like, would you be like, if I had my time again, I would hire a few professionals?
Well, I think a hybrid of both can be done as well. Maybe you can shoot the video yourself and send it off to an editor or something just to
help with that part.
Yeah, because that's kind of really the more intricate part. Once you have your story or your idea for the video, your backdrop and whatnot, I was saying to earlier, we were like, where are we? We need cool places cool backgrounds,
For a small band, it's kind of budget-wise is always very difficult. But I think that it's very important the same way as you have like a local scene, and it is to support also the local professionals that are there also. So when you have someone that like is a photographer or videographer or sound engineer, we try to use them the maximum that we can. But the budget is only so much that you can do with it, right? So if you have a skill that you can leverage, it's going to help you, and that's what we decided to do. For example, we didn't have a skill for doing the mixing and the sound engineering, and this was just not there. So we had to go through a Josh and do this.
We went to.
But then for the video editing, we had like a possibility of trying it out, and then we decided to let's.
So you had used Photoshop a bit before or something like that.
Yeah, but very little. But it was something like this,
picked it up.
But some people have that talent, and this is kind of where I'm laughing about the editing. Still serious, where I find it very difficult. Because just how I think about the world and how my brain works. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think it's really interesting if you have that skill that you can leverage. So he's giving you kudos there. You clearly have the ability to think in the video space and pick up those kind of skills. You've got skills in different directions, right? Like, it's all about putting them together.
I'm set manager.
See?
Yeah.
Self-appointed.
I was just going to say, clearly he really is.
Yeah, but maybe, it's kind of a journey, right, with the band. So you can also discover yourself and discover skills that you didn't even know that you could do.
Yeah.
For example, this video editing, I didn't even know. And then you go finding out. So for your question about should you go DIY or this, depends, if you are finding this very enjoyable and then you can get good results of it, you definitely should do it, because you are just rediscovering yourself and expanding your horizons within the band.
You're expanding your skills and you're saving money. But it depends how much time you want to put into, making the mistakes and learning about it.
Yeah.
We hit the ground running.
That's a common theme with you guys as a band, though, because literally, we were talking about this when we were thinking about questions for the bands and stuff like that, and it's like you guys just kind of came from nowhere and landed. And then like looking at your videos, looking at the quality of what you've been producing, it's so high. And this is why I'm kind of going like, you know, obviously where you've got skills that you can leverage awesome, where you need professionals. It's hard to hit.
To you, to be honest.
It's not bizarre to me. It's just more of a, no, I'm more appreciating it because, you know, we talked about the Irish scene. We've talked about the fact that, you know, we want people to be able to develop and where people can go with all of these kind of things. Like what's next for you guys? That's a question in a while. But, you know, how can you take those things? So either you learn skills along the way, you guys clearly have a fantastic chemistry, and these are really important things for people to learn from to you know, when they're in their own band thinking I love this thing or I hate this thing or I'm struggling with this thing, and you know, it's great to listen to people who've actually, you know, been able to achieve it. So the secret sauce is basically what I'm asking for, lads. The secret sauce.
Well, let's turn that camera off and we'll tell you.
Can I take this off here or is continuity here? Or talk about
you
anything?
can do whatever you want. I'll hold this for you.
But listen, you guys recorded the first few singles and then Josh produced the full album. What was it like that? No? Josh did all the
made on like.
Yeah, we just did some demos, but they were like
very rough.
Yeah. But everything that you ever released was Josh.
Oh, okay.
Decimate first single and then.
Got it. Yeah.
And this is Josh Robinson from JSR Studio.
Yes.
And he's up in Belfast. Yeah. I've heard a lot about him.
How was it to work with him? How was the recording process and everything?
Very just really easy. Not like first time for me ever going to a recording studio, and it's just like super laid back.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He knows.
Funny lad, like he's a bit of crack, like
Made you feel comfortable.
He's not real, like you know, you picture back in the day, like the guys in the suits in the big desks and stuff.
Moving the money desks.
Yeah.
Yeah, for us, thinking about going to someone else now would be weird, I would say, because we're so used, and he's used to us also, right? So it's another good match,
Yeah.
As well, he has the same passion for talking about cymbals that I do. So
talking about
he
cymbals.
was a drummer also.
Yeah, he was a drummer, wasn't he?
Is that one of the fun conversations just for you, or is that fun for everyone else?
No, just for drummers.
I understand. Yeah. I do like cymbals, but I won't lie. I don't know much about them other than I'm not allowed to hit them with drumsticks because apparently you can break them. So
I did hit mine with drumsticks now and again.
Yeah, but you know where to hit them. Apparently, I've been told there's a big difference in that.
I think they work better with the drumsticks now myself.
You know, one day I'll find that out.
Yeah.
I'll try on yours. He's like, invite declined.
He does have some Brazilian drumsticks now that he's already found out.
He bought me some bootlegs from the market.
What's that name again?
One of them's called Destroyer brand, and they're pretty good. But the one random one you brought back is a brand called Tennessee by Liverpool.
What?
Oh yeah, we know them. Oh yeah.
Wait, Tennessee
by Liverpool.
By Liverpool.
It says it's in bright blue.
From Brazil.
From Sao Paulo in Brazil.
I don't know if it's from São Paulo.
No, it's in like wherever you bought them.
Yeah,
São Paulo.
100% Brazilian made.
Yeah. They're not bad. They're not bad at all. Not bad at all.
Whatever works. Yeah. Whatever works.
And they're fraction of the cost of.
It was very cheap compared to here.
Even better.
Oh, interesting. That's interesting. But I generally think after all we mentioned, the greatest achievement is to be able to headbang to polyrhythm. That you do that very well. I didn't think was possible, to be honest. And I was watching the video and was like, fuck, need to learn that. I think it was Fiber's downstairs.
Oh,
and you had the short hair and you were doing the... And I was like, I can't do that.
I don't know which video it was. What song was
it? I think it was one of your Melts the Masses finals. I think it was one of those ones that we were watching.
Yeah, first of all, thank you very much for saying this and those moments.
That's great, man.
It's
that's
to see
great.
People who notice the details as you do. You know, it's not everyone that does this. You know, so it's nice to hear those kind of things. Also,
that's the way we do.
What is polyrhythm? Help me out.
Well, it's something that the lads here do very well.
Rhythms within rhythms, you know? Yeah, sorry. Rhythms within rhythms. So, you have a repeating 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You could fit a 9 into it and it'll meet up every
every third.
It's max. Like it actually is max. So.
Amazing.
Yeah, sound wise. So coming back to maybe to the second question, sound wise, we didn't know exactly what we wanted to do, but this was something that we knew we wanted to do. This, have real time signatures and then polyrhythms and do something very wacky. This we knew that this needed to be there.
We were all on board with that. Yeah.
Exactly.
All on board from the start. Like, that's
And then for headbanging and for doing this, you don't have a chance to headbang, right?
Not really.
But when you listen, you do headbang.
Yeah, of course. Some parts.
Yeah.
But he would do like one limb in different time, in different tempo, like each limb in different tempo. That's very, very
what Jay
interesting.
does is crazy. I don't know how he does that either.
This guy is pushing me hard. Like, he's writing these ridiculous parts.
When he send you like a new demo, you'll be like, oh great new tune, or you'll be like, fuck.
Yeah, no, really. Sometimes and sometimes you're ahead of the game, and me and Seb just like, no, I'm not listening to them yet.
I'm not ready for this. I need to sit down. I need to take a minute.
Let's get this EP going, and then we'll get into them.
But again, what I'm loving listening to the two of you about this whole kind of conversation about the cohesion of the band is that like you wouldn't probably be able to do that if you guys didn't get on and actually respect each other as musicians, right? You'd be like, fuck you, I'm not fucking doing that. Like I've got all these things in my real life I need to think about. But the fact that you're all working together, you got great inspiration, you're willing to work together as a team, and you're all pushing yourselves. That's what I find really interesting.
We're gonna have like a massive argument one day because it's been so peaceful.
Yeah, we never had like.
I'm sure we will at some point.
We will,
human nature.
You're humans, but
we're very lucky.
But you'll come back. It's not. It's like if people have fights, and you don't always have to like not talk to each other
we're
again.
very lucky, and we navigated like difficult things, but it was always like so easy to navigate through them.
Yeah.
I don't mean not so easy, but like just like if I have some issue, just like talk and. Communicate very well, and
See,
it's kind of crazy.
Your profiles were great online.
Yes, exactly. We need to do some coaching.
You need to teach other people.
Yes.
I think every relationship between Irish people and Brazilian people are just
I
do think Irish people are very
lovely. I agree.
No, which is brilliant.
We're from very different parts of the world, but I suppose the background is kind of similar with the whole Catholic thing and all.
Yeah.
Thank you, church. Right.
And oppression from the colonizers.
It is a factor. Like, we're kind of cut from a similar background.
Well, that's interesting that you actually say that, because thinking about your new EP that's coming out in September called Stalemate, that's definitely not sounding like it's all collegiate and happy. I'm like, we got, you've also hinted that this EP is pushing outside your comfort zone. Tell us more, whatever you can, because this is coming out September 25th. Tell us more about, if you can, what that means.
Maybe just before this, what does it sound when you hear to have an EP called Stalemate?
The stalemate is like it's like when you've got two people who have a view on something and they can't either move forward. For example, it's this immovable object between something, and they've hit this. We're both on pause, or we're both on equal.
It can happen in multiple. Facets.
In
a game of chess, you can have a stalemate.
Exactly. You can't proceed.
At war, you can have a stalemate where no one wants to proceed.
Yeah, you're stuck.
Yeah.
Essentially.
It's a cool word, man. I just think it sounds badass.
No, it does, and this is what I'm laughing at, because I'm interested to see where you guys are pushing yourselves, because we've already just talked about for Maelstrom and how much that was not a progression in a negative way, like an expansion of all of your ideas coming together and you guys growing as a team. So when you're saying we're pushing ourselves even further, I'm like, well, where the hell are you going to go with that? Is it a concept kind of EP? Is it more about the music that's different? Is it more that you're putting yourselves out there lyrically? Like what you can tell us around what's in store for us on the EP?
A little bit out of every box. A little bit of, obviously as the drummer, I'm in charge of the drum sound and stuff so. I'm much happier this time with that. And for the lads, I don't know.
Yeah, but definitely musically.
Musically, there's one particular song that you're referring to there.
Yeah.
So the technical conversation, this is like technically challenging or technically complex.
Maybe
more about
not,
the style.
Not necessarily that.
genre. I'd say, yeah.
It might
Yeah.
not
Can give
be-
you a spoiler off camera, but
yeah. It might necessarily be too technical at all.
Interesting.
but there is like some of the songs are very technical also, and
Oh yeah.
some no.
Oh yeah. We
It's
still
like,
have,
that's just
we
standard.
still have our calling cards
Yeah.
there. You know,
We're still struggling to follow 4/4 for more than 3 bars. So.
Do you just get bored?
Yeah,
You just don't want the repetitiveness.
It doesn't
like,
sound
just-
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear
can
you.
mix it up.
Yeah.
And so tell me then, thinking the fact that you've obviously got an EP coming out, I'm not going to say that you have a little space between now and then, but what are you listening to at the moment? You can say Spotify, you can say YouTube, you can say, but what are you kind of...
bands? Like?
Yeah, what kind of music are you listening to? Because this tells us a little bit about where their heads are at.
Quite a lot, really. Well, because we've been into that. Blood Incantation was a big one. Obviously, that was a big last year album. What else for me? I really like this hardcore band, metalcore throwback band, Dying Wish.
Dying Wish. I haven't heard of them.
It's a female frontend band.
Yeah, I'm quite a big fan of them. You're asking.
I'm asking a
6
tough
or 7 or
question.
12 different questions.
Oh
There.
yeah, I've never asked.
No,
He
that's
asked me
good.
last night, "What's your favorite song?" And I was like,
Oh come on! How could you? If you're really a music fan, you could never answer that.
"I was like, how long have we got, babe?"
One song.
Yeah, I can't do. I'm not asking you that. I'm just asking.
No,
what
I
you're
know,
listening to.
I know.
Just because I'm not a mean person.
Yeah. I've been. What have I been on? You see, you're making me.
My memory
Yeah.
to cherry pick things just.
I know.
You're mad
You
for
asked
Niall
me.
now. You're mad for
Yeah,
Niall.
I'm like.
I know I've been listening to Guns N' Roses recently, right? I know that.
Who told you that?
I told you we did our research.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I'm a
really?
super fan. Yeah, me and the glam never really saw. I suppose.
Can I cheat and look from the Spotify?
You can do whatever
You
you want.
can.
Because
That's actually.
Well, I
You should
actually
do
have-
that. You should do. Ask tell the band. Can I check your
It was actually
Spotify
going to be
right
like,
fucking
what
now?
were you last
I
listening
can
to?
see Britney Spears there.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
We're not going to like, Spotify
Yeah.
shame anyone. But,
Yeah.
we can even say what the last song you were listening to if you wanted to go that far.
Wow.
Sometimes it can be a red herring.
The last song that I was listening was "Castle of Grief" by Carnossus. I don't know them. But,
That could have been a random.
They're
but I
random
was like also
recommendation.
listening to
Listen-
Disembodied and
Disembodied
Tyrant,
Tyrant.
Alkaloid, which is a recommendation from Nora. Norma Jean, once again. Sanguisuga Bog is very good also. Carbon,
Imperial
they released something
Triumphant.
new. Nile. Conjurer, we've been to their gig. like,
Conjurer.
recent. Yeah, Conjurer. They're from the UK.
Oh, yeah, they were here
They're
recently.
deadly.
Excuse me. Harriet?
Harriet as well.
Do you have like a group Spotify playlist that you all just like fire songs into? Or
We have a
We try to do
group
this,
chat, not specifically for Spotify, but we'll throw
Yeah,
Spotify, we'll throw
YouTube,
Spotify
whoever.
links in there.
Yeah.
And it's our general kind of what's going on.
Yeah, but think about like the best albums on the year. Maybe Death Heaven,
This year,
Mm-hmm.
Whitechapel.
You
Yeah,
guys are
the
big
Gallows
Whitechapel
Cowboys,
fans, I
yeah.
can tell.
Yeah. Gallows
Uh,
Cowboys, do you know them?
Hmm?
The Gallows Cowboys. Yeah, they are.
Oh, we
good
saw
also.
them. Yeah.
Very good
I
album.
didn't listen to it. No.
What was the band you were watching in Wacken? You were literally crying.
Vatain?
Oh,
That was the
there
black
you go.
metal band.
We
Vatain.
both cried.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I bought
It
him a
was-
shirt in Brazil.
he
from
literally
Yeah.
was wiping his eyes.
Yeah, it was.
From
It was
inside the
really,
crowd.
Now, obviously, we were well oiled at that stage as well. So that
Do you not apologize for your emotional reactions to music?
Which
that you
band
love?
from Brazil?
Yeah.
Vatain.
Vatain.
Oh.
W.
I
Black
think I say
metal.
Wacken, right?
Oh, I
Wacken
thought you said you were recommending a Brazilian band, but
I bought a shirt from Wacken in Brazil.
oh, okay, got it.
For both of us.
Because he was away recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send you a link. There's a Brilliant band called Vazio.
Vazio.
Yeah,
Like empty.
you like empty. Yeah,
Oh.
they are.
I just
fucking-
thought of
Yeah,
Vaseline.
yeah.
I just thought of Vaseline when you said it.
It's a slightly similar. Yeah.
Vazio.
Well, that's the thing. So now you have to, when you're trying to kind of look at different people from different countries and different, because a few names we've learned about, certain bands. I'm like, what does that band say? Am I saying it correctly? Am I saying it incorrectly?
Oh, wait, you mean when you see it?
Yeah. When you're giving me
written?
one or two names, I'm like, what name is that?
There was a guy talking to you, and he was like sarcophagus. And are you? Oh,
Yeah.
sarcophagus. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And any Irish bands on the playlist these days? Or who more, maybe a better question is who are you kind of championing, you know? I
Definitely
love
up
that band
for
as well.
ASIC at Wacken this year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
they
then,
won the Battle of the Bands, yeah.
Yeah, but like Psychosis was also very good. Also, they had a very good album.
They did.
Very well executed.
I'm not a big thrash guy, but I enjoyed that a lot.
It was very good.
And it was very, very solid fucking stuff. Shout out to the Psychosis lads. They're around years as well.
Yeah, they've been a long time. Yeah.
Like compared to us, like
yeah. Then Lockhart also they're playing now Bloodstock. And they are from the north also where Nomados are from also, and they are very good. And they have we played with them in Cavan, a month and something ago.
Yeah, that was a big weekend.
And they were playing some of their new songs, and it's like so good.
Ah, it's ridiculous.
They're very good.
Machine accurate, you know?
Yes.
Like
we could put the links of those bands on the video description.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's always about hearing some new music and you know, keeping the circle of circulation of music around. Yeah, absolutely. So I suppose, what are the next 12 months looking like for Uragh? You've got a big month in September. What's happening next?
Which month is that?
That would be September, where they're releasing their EP Stalemate, September 25th.
But 12 months from now is going to be July, right?
That you can tell them it's July.
Maybe not.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, more like what's it looking like ahead after September for you guys?
I think, probably be plenty of gigging anyway. We're going to be supporting it.
Touring in Europe now?
I don't know if I can I say that? If we're doing anything?
Do it.
When am I going to release this?
Pardon?
When am I going to release this?
Whenever you want. Well, sooner rather than later, probably before your September gig. So you can more tell us, give us something to look forward to. It's absolutely fine if it's, you know, you can give us some ideas.
Yeah, we're doing a couple in the UK to promote Stalemate. I give it all, in Bristol, in London, in Edinburgh.
Ooh. Tell me the London dates.
Somewhere else. For October. Oh no, and then we have here as well. We have Cork, Galway, Belfast.
Amazing. Or on tour.
Galway.
That was just today.
Yeah, we're going to have like an Irish tour, right? And then go to the UK.
Yeah.
We would like to go to Europe also, but even with everything that we did and pushing out, this is kind of hard, to have like a crowd. Nowadays it's so difficult to get listened and then build a fan base, and then
it takes decades.
And whenever you go out, it's for the PR and getting to expose yourself. So you're not making money, right?
Yeah.
You're not even breaking even in our level, right? Yeah. Even like in the middle level, you're barely.
It's hard.
You fake it till you make it, man. That's how I say it.
But it's not about faking. Also, it's kind of some sort of PR. Also, because whenever you go and you play in front of someone, that's done. There's no turning back on this. They know you.
This is why we ask you which bands you're following, like what's happening in your mind, because actually people don't always know when. YouTube's and everything can bring something that it thinks that you like, but actually you may just still never have heard that band or before, and it might be just your cup of tea, and you're like, thank you, I never knew about those, that album either not changed my life, but it made my day much better, and I absolutely love those tunes, and I think that's what's brilliant about being able to share it from, humans, not just from algorithms.
Exactly, because the algorithm's giving us all fucking
sometimes it's brilliant, sometimes you're like, that is the best song I've ever heard as well. But you may not have ever heard that opportunity. I mean, there's loads of bands that I like. Oh, and that's it. Like my Spotify now, I won't lie, will be very much full of bands that are actually quite small and quite underground, because that's what it's bringing to me, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So there's some stuff I get to really learn about, but there's just some bands I still will never have heard of. So that's why I'm like, share the knowledge, share the love.
Yeah. And you need to keep doing this, trying to push the boundaries, going to the other places, like at the recent Dread also. They are going to tour. They did tour. They did South America, Europe. They're going to go back to do
they're doing Europe this year.
Yeah. So they do like things very well, and that's somewhere that we want to be. But your question was like 12 months from now. Maybe, who knows? Now we are focused on the EP and doing those tour dates, see how the reception is.
And 100% headlining Wacken.
Yeah. And then this was a great experience, because winning the metal battle is kind of taking a shortcut to something that is great, which many bands that are like very even there, They never play Wacken, and you saw that.
That's what we and I were talking about last
Yeah.
night, even about like what happens next for these bands, which is,
I would
you know.
be happy to just be invited back again.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we're available. Call me.
Yes.
Call me. I'll clear my schedule. Whatever you need.
Yeah, we definitely like to get on some other similarly sized festivals at some point. And why wouldn't we? Like,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's about getting our stuff out there and the right people's eyes on it, and that's how it is.
Amazing.
That's how it is these days.
So, how can people find out more about Uragh?
Uragh.com. And yeah.
Unusual.
Yeah.
Instagram? Are you on
L-Skill.
social?
Yeah.
Sorry, it has to be
I
done.
think we're everywhere.
Facts.
We're even on TikTok, but we're not very active there.
What's the fax number?
Fax number. Orkut. Yeah.
No, they did. I don't think
it's
they
an
had
order
it.
form for our merch.
We sometimes engrave own writing into walls beside our houses just to throw them off, you know, with the
You have to do what
latest
you have to
Uragh
do.
news.
Yeah, but our most active social is Instagram and Facebook.
It is,
Everything
yes.
that is published in one is in the other one. Instagram has more stories, and all streaming platforms. And we try to concentrate all the info on our website, Uragh.com.
Uragh.com.
Logistical stuff.
Yeah, and
But-
then Bandcamp and all this.
But your next physical gig is September 25th, right?
26th. Yeah, 26th is the gig, and 25th is
Is the release. So 26th, where is that gig?
How do you say that?
Shanae.
Shanae.
Ah, Shanae.
Shanae,
This
yeah.
is it.
Yeah, that's Barra from the Who Art Thou podcast.
Yeah.
Was putting that
It's a
together.
good friend of us.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah, they're a great podcast too, aren't they? We
Yeah,
actually really like their stuff as well.
Yeah.
Brilliant
Oh,
stuff.
he's a workhorse, Barra.
Oh, I mean, what he's putting out, like the pace, it's very impressive.
Multiple per week. You know?
Yeah. Don't know how, me neither. Trust us, me neither.
Yeah, you know.
Fair play to you, who art thou?
Yeah.
Awesome stuff. We will, do you have any more questions?
Nope.
We let these guys go and enjoy the rest of their day. I don't really want to, so I've got 5 more questions. No, I'm only joking.
We had
Oh,
more
we got
beers.
5 more beers.
Yeah, we actually we did. We bought a whole suite of beers for you guys, just for you.
Oh, yeah.
I even have some snacks. I just forgot to take them out.
Trash.
Who needs
You're so
snacks?
kind and so receptive. Thank you very much.
Oh, it's great. Yeah.
Listeners, delighted to have you here.
It was a nice surprise. I wasn't expecting anything like this just yet.
What were you expecting?
Everything
Don't-
to come
don't say.
after the release.
No.
No.
What?
I mean in interviews.
No, you have stuff to tell us. We want to hear your stories. This is why we invited you on. Like a big thing of what we want to achieve here with, is showcasing great Irish talent.
Yeah.
Job done and great Irish talent. So our part, we're happy.
I'm proud to be a part of it.
Amazing. We're delighted to have you. Well, guys, thank you so much. You'll find out all about Uragh. You check out the YouTube for the full video, and we will see you again soon.
Keep the mosh going.
Bye.
Yep.
Well done.